Now, quake, let it shake. Now, we're here to talk about what a bad man looks like. Well, the first thing is aggression. If he's putting his hands on you over and over, more than likely he hasn't healed, and that's not somebody I would see being in a relationship with. But before it gets to that point, hopefully you'll have the sign that he is aggressive, because you'll see him clenching his fist or going out his way to um, verbally be abusive in a harsh manner. When he's talking, you're maybe jumping, flinching. That's probably a red flag. Men that give you red flags more than likely is not the guy for you, and you probably should pick somebody else. Um, the man that's not for you is probably going to be yelling at you, screaming at you. Um, in order to talk to people, you don't necessarily have to yell. A lot of the times, you can get your point across just by speaking in a normal tone. So if you find someone who's yelling, more than likely they have not learned those. They probably need to go and heal. They probably need to take some deep breaths before they try to have a conversation with you. I feel like a mature man is going to understand that, and they're going to know, look, I'm just a man, but I'm still human. And she's a human. So why am I yelling at a woman? You know what I'm saying? It's no need to yell, and they'll try not to. Okay, when yelling, I mean, show control or just want to rage out. And I feel like if you're in a relationship, raging out on a person is not really the time or the place to do it if you like that person. Another bad situation is a man who, after a month or so, and you haven't crossed certain lines with him, then he'll be pressing the issue, pressing the issue, pressing the issue after that first week. You know, and pressing the issue doesn't necessarily have to be verbal, because sometimes when a man talks to you about that thing verbally and you shut him down, sometimes he'll use other tactics. Sometimes men won't even use that verbal tactic. They'll go straight to the nonverbal tactic, which is the touchy, the feely, the kissing overly sexually and all that stuff. So therefore, yeah, if you establish a boundary and you let them know firmly, like, I'm not trying to do all that right now, then they need to respect it. However, if you haven't set a boundary, then they probably won't know. And if you, it's just as free and free as all the other people who have freely given to whatever whatever they give to. I put it like that. Um, a guy that probably gives a red flag would be someone who puts you down, who lift you up, try to make you think like you're them, and who doesn't want to take accountability for their actions. Let's say they say something off the wall, crazy, they'll deflect and make it seem like it's you, make it make you seem like you're imagining stuff like that. A man who decides to lie, is probably not the best candidate for someone that you should date if he's lying about little stuff, whether it's his age, his whereabouts, little stuff, or just period. Because if he lies about little stuff, more than likely he'll lie about more prevalent topics. So that's that. Um, a man who cuts you off every time you look around, you're trying to make a point, and he tries to make the point from you for you, especially in front of people, or tries to talk for you and act like you don't have a voice when you do. He tries to shut you up too much. Now, don't get me wrong, some women talk way too much for men's sake. So if you don't talk hardly at all and he's trying to shut you up, then that's like a red flag. However, if you're talking all the time to a man, like not only is that like a turn off because it's like annoying, a lot of men are not equipped with the talk factor. A lot of men don't just sit there and blah 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 blah, blah, and they don't really like their women to do it if they can like avoid it. So don't take it personally because even as a woman and just regular people, sometimes you just don't want to hear somebody talking your ear off. It's like find something more productive to do with your life, please, and thank you, and leave me out of the equation because I don't want to be in it. Um, a man that's probably not a good fit for you would be a man that doesn't really feature aesthetic. Um, whether it's the place you want to live, the type of area you want to move to, the type of clothes that he likes to wear, whether he has a dog, whether he doesn't have a dog. Like y'all need to kind of be on common grounds about certain things for you to know it's a person that you kind of see yourself with for a long term. A man who may not have the same morals and beliefs that you do could possibly be a sign that you may be with the wrong person. And of course, a man with poor hygiene. You don't want to have those problems. A man who cares about you is gonna want to smell his best around you if possible. He's not gonna want to come around you smelling like the worst, if that makes sense. A man for you won't have a problem driving most of the time because he's masculine. A man who is good for you is going to assume the masculine role, meaning the protector, the provider, so forth and so on. Whatever makes him in his masculine role. You're not gonna have to wonder is did I get with a man or is he trying to make me the man? The man for you will put you in your feminine energy, meaning that when you're around him, you don't mind backing up a little bit and being less aggressive, less brute, nonchalant. even keel, because he's taking care of stuff. He's in charge. You don't have to stress all the time. Those are a lot of signs so that you know when you have a good man. The main one is attentive. Some of the main ones are the ones I named, and also just showing that he cares and paying attention to your needs. Those are some good starters. And also a person who has kind words for you that can brighten your day. That always helps.